Santa Sangre was in the official selection at Cannes. You know, it was fantastic walking up the red carpet and all that with Claudio Argento and Alejandro, and the screening went really well. And screenings of Santa Sangre always seem to go well in the sense that people come out kind of thinking, wow, that, I mean, it really is, as the poster says, forget everything you have ever seen. And that's the truth. Yeah. It's not like the usual rubbish you see on the poster.
Not at all.
This is a great movie. Anyway,
the thrill ride of the year, yeah.
So, after the screening, there was a press conference for all the international journalists, and they put me up on the long table next to Jodorowsky. And the thing is that you have to remember Jodorowsky speaks 5 or 6 different languages, but often at the same time.
Oh.
In the same sentence.
Okay.
I mean, which is very confusing. So I'm sitting there looking, and they have these glass booths at the back, like the United Nations, where translators sit with headphones.
See, I was thinking strippers in Amsterdam. You're thinking,
Well,
sorry.
I have another story about that.
Okay.
But anyway.
That's for another show.
So anyway, I was watching these translators, listening to Jodorowsky, and making like no sense whatsoever. I mean, he's fantastically articulate in a way, but anyway, first I would see them begin to look really puzzled, like, what is it? What's he saying like this? And then they started to look at each other like, and eventually they pulled their headphones off and threw them on the floor and stormed out of these booths, which I was just sitting there going, right, this is really interesting. But this journalist asked Jodorowsky in English, what was in your mind when you made Santa Sangre? And Jodorowsky replied, he looked this guy in the eye and he said, and I'm sure he'll excuse my accent impersonating him, but he said, I do not make the films with my mind, I make the films with my testicles. So
wow.
I thought, actually, that's about the coolest thing anyone can say who's a filmmaker.
It definitely is, yeah.